Enter and welcome to Rens Red Room on the Head Nerds in Charge Network.
Welcome and good afternoon to Rens Red Room. I am your host, Ren. So today's topic is a lot today because there's a lot going on in the news recently. Everyone knows about the writers and actor strike that's going on. Actually, the people from Abbott Elementary, some of the actresses from Abbott Elementary came to Philadelphia today to talk about why they are striking. We as normal people would assume they rich and wealthy. We see them on yachts, boats, mansions, 5 to 7 cars a day, and we trying to figure out what is the injustice that y'all feel so deeply that y'all been on strike going on about of over 70 days now, kind of. And they trying to say that all the actresses and actors and writers don't get paid the same. That's the thing. In Hollywood, it's a popularity contest most of the time. You get paid by how many views you get, how much you bring in from box offices or TV show views, and they see and pay people different wages based off the popularity of it. If you're the most popular actor or actress, you getting paid. Then the other side, they feel like the men are getting paid more than the women actresses. So that's pretty much what they really striking for. And then also, the other thing they mainly is concerned about is the AI. Now, we all know AI is going rampant right now. It's kind of ridiculous. The stuff that I be seeing on the internet is like, what? AI is going to replace a lot of jobs, actors and actresses included. I remember this one Simpsons episode. Simpsons predicted the future again, folks. Let me look at the episode exactly. Season 5, episode 17, Bart gets an elephant. Okay, look that up. And they would tell you in one of the clips of that show that it was the 2 radio hosts, and they promised Bart the elephant. They was like, the elephant is a gag gift because you're not really supposed to get the elephant. So Bart gets upset, makes a change from about it because you said I can get an elephant. Where's my elephant? So the producers of the radio host show came in. If you don't get this boy elephant, we will replace you with a computer. Simpsons predicted it again. Sooner or later, they are trying to, the rich people, trying to make it so us regular folks be out of business purposely so they won't have to pay us money. The scheme and the evil of it all. The scheme and the evil of it all, really. That's really a Montgomery Burns type of plan mastermind. Like, they trying to replace us, literally. So people who thought that, oh, well, a robot can't drive a car, what is a Tesla? Right? Oh, they will never replace radio hosts. We don't need people to talk on the radio since we have phones, smartphones, TV, computers, iPads. You can just press a button, right, to play the music, or have a automatic generator voice to talk to the people in the morning. Just to say, good morning, the weather is 95 degrees in Philadelphia. So, yeah, you would think it would be weird that actors and actresses would be scared of AI, But they have shown demonstrations of a computer generated person, CGI. What's CGI but kind of AI? You know that man's not really flying, right? But that computer generated material made it look like he's flying in the sky, right? That's what they're mainly concerned about. If you're going to use my image, I need to get paid for my image, correct? So we don't know what's going to be the outcome, but good luck to all the writers and actors. But Hollywood, call me. Like, I need that money. Shoot, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not an actor or actress or anything. I'm not part of no union. And that's the other thing. They are in a union fight. That's why they're fighting and protesting. A regular smuggler person would gladly go to Tubi and apply and be like, listen, I can pretend I'm shooting this guy right here. I can pretend I die. So, but all jokes aside, I wish the best for, the actors and writers that are really struggling from this situation. They all are not rich folks. Some are just average folks just like you and me. And they not getting paid fair wage for their creativity. So the other news topic is this girl, Carlee Russell. Oh God. Woo, Lord. Listen, it upsets me the most because I'm a Black woman, okay? We was rooting for you, girl. Like, come on now. Now, we still don't know the full story because it hasn't really been determined what actually happened. And the police in the situation can only speculate what happened. So the story, for the people who are not familiar or what I'm even talking about, who this chick is, Carlee Russell, pretty much last weekend, said she was following a toddler down the expressway, right? And she was on the phone with the cops. Why? She was on the phone with the cops, describing a toddler, white shirt, in a diaper, no shoes, look Caucasian, walking down the road, the expressway, right? The operator on the phone told her, keep an eye on the toddler. That's her job. She's supposed to do that, right? So Carlee was like, yeah, I'll keep an eye. So while they doing that, they tracked her phone mileage. Oh my God. It's just embarrassing. I'm sorry, guys. It's embarrassing. As a Black woman, this is embarrassing. They followed the signal, right? From where she called to where she stopped. They said this was like a 600-yard difference to that time, right? So she on the phone with the operator this whole length of time, saying she's following the toddler. So they only can assume, based off of that, you saying that you followed the toddler from 100 yards or 1 yard to all the way to 600 yards down the expressway road. A toddler, a baby. A baby. A toddler. What age toddlers can walk? Because it varies. It varies, guys. Some babies can walk in 4 months. Some might take a year to fully develop walking. So you saying a baby, let's say 4 months, 6 months old, let's say, walked, not ever stopped. That length of time. Okay, that was a red flag to the police from there. Then the other red flag is her search history. She somehow, whatever reason, searched how to rob a cash register without getting caught. Also, she searched the movie Taken. Taken, guys. Listen, I'm trying to keep my composure. You know, um, another red flag. So, based off these evidence that they are presenting to the media and everyone else, they pretty much saying you're BSing, malarkey. Now, I'm not going to say she was BSing. I mean, it was dark. It was dark. You know, maybe she did see a toddler. You know, but the thing is, how did the toddler walk that far? Right? They said no one has called about a toddler, but that's irrelevant. We see people getting shot down the street and don't call 911. You know, we see people getting bullied and beat up everywhere, don't call 911. So because no other person called in a baby missing doesn't mean the baby wasn't missing, you know. But the issue is the distance. That's where people's like, it's no way. So the the deeper issue here, as a Black woman who wants to ride for my sisters on a regular basis, because we are always unfairly just because of the color of our skin in general. I'm disappointed, to say the least, because it's plenty. 40% of Black people are missing. Okay? 40% of Black people are missing. There are children missing from all different races, being sex trafficked on a regular basis. But for whatever reason, none of them get this much publicity. For whatever odd reason, the story that was fake, allegedly, gets the most popular attention out of it all. People, you know, there's when you have an Amber Alert, call in an Amber Alert or a missing persons report, they only look for 48 hours. And 9 times out of 10, they're not really looking. Because what are they looking for? They feel like, what imagine your 12-year-old, 13-year-old child runs away from home, right? Unless they leave a trail of breadcrumbs to wherever they going or where they at, no cop is really looking for them, unfortunately, especially when we got this color. Okay? So it's very unfortunate that they use all of these resources to track a fake story, allegedly. Where are these kids? Since y'all have satellites that you can track Carlee's phone, video cameras that show there was no baby on the video, no distances from the phone call starting to the phone call ending. But a mother worrying about where her 13-year-old child is Y'all can't find her? You went through this girl phone search history from months ago. Months ago. But you can't find or track this 13-year-old girl who is missing. And her mother and father is worried, sick, every day and every night. And that's not even a skin thing. That's a mother and father love thing. A parent that loves a child, period, regardless of race. You can't find the missing child. Y'all only search for 48 hours, 2 days to search, and then you give up the search? How long was that submarine down there? How much oxygen did they have? 60, 70, 80 when they started. But y'all was constantly looking, right? 70, 80 hours of oxygen. Y'all kept looking though. But regular folks only get 48 hours. That's interesting. Listen, I'm angry. You know, it's very stupid and foolish of her to do that. I still don't want to see her get locked up though. But that's my only preference, because it's even a cry for help, a cry for attention, a cry for something. But people make false allegations all the time, get maybe a slap on the wrist or no consequences at all. Like when a Karen bothering the police system because they see boys playing in this white suburban pool just to find out that they live there. But does that Karen get arrested for wasting police resources? No. Harassing children? No. You can't charge her for harassment? A false allegation? You can't charge her for that? Like the white woman who was harassing kids, who was playing outside, and said, "You Negroes, get off my land, get off my porch, get off my steps, get off my street, just get off." One of the kids gladly left, went to their mom's house, and the boy or the girl got her tablet at this woman's house. Right? So they had to go back to get it, correct? Then the mom heard what this white woman said to her children. And like any parental parent who loves their children very much, you don't play with kids. This is why I keep telling people, y'all better watch your mouth talking about people's kids. No parent is going to deal with you bad talking their child. You might get punched straight in the face. It's just a warning. It doesn't matter what your opinion is about her motherly skills. You don't talk about somebody's child, period. So this woman, the mother of the children, goes knock on this white woman's door. And what happens next, folks? The white woman shot the mother through the door while the mother was with her 10-year-old child. And guess what? With all the evidence, even neighbors saying she does this for a living, this Karen, this white woman, no charges was brought to her. The charges was dropped. Yeah, I'm pissed. Guys, as a Black woman, I'm tired of the disrespect we get on a regular basis. So this woman she didn't use no police resources. This is your job. Okay, you getting. I'm paying you because I pay taxes to do your job as a cop, as an investigator. You supposed to do your job. You don't do your job thoroughly because you just think it's an open and shut case. That's why it's allegedly, because the case is still open. But they trying to look for all the evidence just to prove that she's lying instead of using police resources to find sex traffickers, actual kidnappers. I don't understand. Y'all trying to prove very hard that she's lying instead of her telling the truth. And you're not wasting no police resources trying to actually find the criminals out there that are actually doing horrific crimes. Okay. That's why I say, nah, she's a little nuts. Get her professional help. I don't want to see her in jail, but maybe you do. And that's your choice to feel that way. And all honesty, it doesn't matter what I feel. The court's going to do what it wants to do, like it's been doing for us for centuries long. Just know that, folks. As y'all trying to meme her and joke and harass her family, just know George Zimmerman is still out there, but nobody knows where he at. Nobody at all. This guy sold the gun that he killed Trayvon Martin with, but no one's harassing and bullying him. And this Karen shooting this woman through the door. Are we harassing and bullying? Black Twitter, y'all be going after the wrong things sometimes. You know, it's y'all be doing some hard investigation. What's a better investigation than Black Twitter? But yeah, y'all, I mean, I'm pissed if this is all just some BS, because there's real situations out there, folks, that don't even get the light, a shimmer or shine a day. And I don't know, it's because media intentionally do it or what. I can only assume, because I don't know. I wasn't there. Courts don't know. They wasn't there. But they're going to pass their judgment based off just what they see. So all the people in the first 28 hours that thought she was lying from the get-go, imagine what the courts and the police system think. But why was y'all so quick to just doubt it, though? It's like the old saying goes, we don't believe in monsters when there are monsters lurking behind every door. We just don't want to believe this person is a monster, even though they are. There are evils out here in this world, folks. Are we so desensitized in society that we just laughing and making jokes of every little thing, everything? Everything is just a joke, just funny, ha ha ha, just roll it off your shoulder. Okay. The black man and the black woman that was arguing in that restaurant because they wanted a hot dog or a sandwich, or I don't remember what they was arguing about. But he felt like, I can say whatever I want to say, right? You ain't gonna do nothing. Talk again. Talk again. She kept talking. Punched this woman in the face like she was a man, because he felt like I could do whatever I want. I could say whatever I want. And we all knew how that ended, right? The 14-year-old boy protecting his mom killed that man. Okay. Y'all don't think people have no feelings and emotions? Okay. Now, what if this story was true? Y'all would still be clowning it to this day if she didn't even show up at the house. Because y'all was clowning it in the first few minutes that y'all even heard she was missing. Now, y'all making fun of a possible dead woman, and y'all still would have made jokes, regardless, right? While the family of this woman suffers because not only is her child missing, everywhere she turns, because it's on the phone, on the TV, on the computer, everywhere she turns, she sees her child being bullied and harassed just because it's the meme of the day or a week. Luckily, she's alive. But y'all didn't know that over 48 hours ago. Y'all didn't know that. But it just sounded unbelievable, which it doesn't. There are 40% of Black people missing still. Man, woman, and child still missing. Police, use your resources. How is it a waste of resources when this is your job? That's what you're supposed to do. What waste? What happened? You used some of your copy paper to write up this incident? Like, what waste? Y'all get paid. There was no waste. Okay? Y'all didn't do nothing. If she didn't walk into her own door or her parents' door, y'all would have just chalked it up as she gone. Y'all wouldn't have continued no investigation. Only because she's alive. Y'all want to continue the investigation because all you really trying to do is just prove that she lied about the situation, allegedly. So I'm just saying. Let's focus on using the internet for good sometimes. You know, if you see something, hear something weird, folks, just say something to somebody. Even if it's not the police, just say something to somebody so it can be some sort of awareness going on of what's happening in our neighborhood. But are we just so desensitized that we just chalk it up as it is what it is type of situation? Is that just what we do? You know, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. So, my next topic is this whole thing about traditional women. As we always continue to see on the internet, is these debates, these TikTok videos, these memes trying to downgrade Black women. See where I'm going here? Black women are always somebody's therapy, punching bag, financial resources, mother. You know, we are the most valuable things in this country, but we are the most taken advantage of sometimes, right? But how would a man know how a woman feels, right? There's too many masculine men who wants to call themselves masculine men and justify why they should be in control and in the dominant area, right? They always claim, I want a traditional woman? What is tradition? What is tradition? That is the question that no one's really asking. Because your tradition might be a mom and a dad living in the house, right? My tradition might be just my dad and me and my sisters living in the house, or just my mom and me and my sisters living in the house. What is your tradition? Is something that is passed down from your family. You saw your mom and dad or your grandma and your grandpa live this way. And based off of that, your idea of a woman is based off of your experience and your environment. So your tradition, or what you think is tradition, is a woman submitting to a man, sitting at home, cooking and cleaning, taking care of kids and doing all that stuff. That is your tradition. Or is that just your idea of what tradition is? Because if you grew up with a single mother as well, how do you know what a tradition is? And the fact of a woman sitting at home cooking and cleaning and doing that, did your mom really not work and sat at home, took care of you, took care of your brothers and sisters, took care of baby, and you expect all women to do the exact same thing? That's not realistic. Then y'all can bring up statistics as this why Black women are not in relationships and married. So this is the debate that always comes. We too much of debating instead of talking. Are we listening to these complaints, or are we just complaining to complain? If you feel like a woman is supposed to sit at home, cook, clean, take care of the kids, then you must be the main provider of this household. Because I'm sure, maybe not all, but some women wouldn't mind that. I don't have to work. I just got to take care of my kids and cook and clean and make sure the house is fine and I'm fine. Sure. But you're not going to find that in average day life, guys. Like, what is y'all basing this from? And y'all keep saying from the 50s, where segregation was still a thing, when Jim Crow was still a thing, when we didn't have internet, that we had to talk to Baby next door and not Tyrone from Minnesota. So it's like, y'all basing these idealistic things in your mind on things that are outdated. These are outdated thoughts. It's not impossible, but it's going to be hard to find in this day and age. That's why we mad at Keke Palmer, because she's like, I'm an independent woman. I don't need a man for nothing. And she don't. But she do. She still wants a man, unless she gonna go full-blown lesbian, because she is bisexual. She would still need a man for something. Okay? If it's just scratch that itch to feel special from a compliment, she would still need a man. Just imagine a world without men. Just imagine that. You said to the genie, I wish no men. And poof, we just all women crying, emotional, crying some more. It'd probably be a little bit peaceful, maybe a little bit peaceful, but we still would want a man in the back of our heads, okay? And vice versa. Men. Imagine if Black women didn't exist. Forget women. Imagine Black women didn't exist. Who y'all gonna cry to? When y'all feel like crying and letting loose. Okay? Being yourself. We always say the Black community is the most open, welcome community out of all the other communities. You cannot treat Brittany like you treat Britannia, okay? Because Brittany's father is going to say, get Tyrone up out of here. And if you don't, you and Tyrone can both be on the street. So imagine a world without Black women. Imagine it. With our hair, our features, that other cultures steal on a regular basis. When we gonna have that conversation? Like seriously, that deep dive conversation. And I welcome anyone out there to have a seat in my red room. That's the reason for this show, is to talk about things people don't understand. Because I never call people stupid. No, I don't believe in stupid. You might believe in stupid, but I don't. I believe in ignorance. There's a difference. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm saying you're ignorant because ignorance means you lack of knowledge. You don't know because you don't see it. You haven't dealt with it. You haven't experienced it. That's why you do not know. You don't understand because you see just beyond these four walls. That's all you see. When there's a whole world out there that you don't even know about. And I'm just here to have conversations, dialogue for anyone to come and talk. Because at the end of the day, it's always going to be a debate. Because, like I said, I don't see things the way you see them. Right? That's not me being anything but who I am. Just like you are who you are. You believe a woman just submits. But you just expect all women to submit. Why? In this day and age, why? This is why she's saying, I don't need a man. Because she had too many men letting her down that she just chalked it up to, I don't need a man. But still sleeping with men. Still being around men, still going on dates with men, but she's saying she don't need a man. Where's the logic of that, right? What she's saying is, I don't want to put up with the bull just to keep a man. That's what she's saying. She still need a man, but she don't need the bull crap with it. But unfortunately, sometimes it just comes with it. Just like men say the same thing. Like, I hate women, but I need y'all. I hate you too, men, but I need you too. But why can't we never come to a middle ground? That's just my question. Like, dang. Just like with the Jonah Hill situation. You see how all these patterns keep coming, right? These coming. Are we just gonna keep coming in circles, guys, with the same stuff? And not having conversations. Conversations is you talk, I talk. You listen, I listen. We obtain information. But if you just talking just to talk, I'm not listening. I'm not listening to crap. That's just me. You do what you want. But you have to find a traditional woman, a woman who probably grew up in a two-parent home. Maybe. Because she saw that dynamic that she knows and familiar with. If the tradition was the dad worked, the mom stayed home, took care of the house and kids and herself and him. That's how the tradition works. We are genetically born with this DNA inside of us of these wants and needs. But because of today's society, everything is getting confused. It's not a woman not listening to you. It's like, who are you for me to listen to? That's the thing. You can't just walk up to any woman and just tell her, you, come here. She gonna look at you like you crazy. But some women be like, okay, I'll come over. You, mine. Like caveman shit. You, Jane, me, Tarzan. You belong to me. Okay. Think about that, folks. This really is like prehistoric DNA of men who really used to just, you mine, we together, and they just followed. When they had no TV, they barely had beds, they barely had cheeseburgers and hamburgers. This is prehistoric genes in the male DNA that makes them think, because I do this, you belong to me now. Imagine back in the day, prehistoric times, how a man approached a woman. Probably gave her a flower, and she accepted the flower, and he thought that accepting the flower was a sign of marriage. Now I got her. You're mine forever. And then you impregnate her, and then it's like, oh, now the shackles are on. Nowadays, because we're so used to being single mothers, that we don't think, I need a man by my side in some way and fashion. And that's why we in this toxic day and age of hookup culture, because we still DNA wise, program wise, we need to make snoo. If you're a Futurama person, you know. We still need to make snoo, which is sex. It's in our DNA. We still want love, affection, attention, like a woman do. Just like y'all want women fit, feminine, and friendly. We want love, commitment, and protection. So at the end of the day, when we want to have real serious conversations about these topics. Then again, one of my friends said that good men are out there. Women are purposely ignoring it. And I said, explain, elaborate. He said, based off of our natural animal instincts, in the jungle, the man who mates the most is the most interesting to women, right? Because in the animal kingdom, you will want to mate naturally, and you're going to want to be with the man who gets the most women pregnant. That's why the kid got so many kids. Oh, God. Lord. Man, just think about that. We are animals. We're mammals, okay? We naturally have these things. It's like the bird with the feathers and the colorful feathers. That bird dances around, showing off the feathers, trying to impress the woman into mating. And sometimes the woman just be like, like, no, thank you. And he did all that work, all that dancing, prancing, showing off. Imagine a man, fancy car, fancy shoes, fancy watch, fancy house, showing off for a woman. And the woman still says no. But because they do all that because they know woman is attracted to that, doing all that dancing, quote. And that's why they get the most pussy. I'm sorry. Because you're showing something interesting, something new and fascinating to this woman. She's like, oh, yeah. Now, this man might have 4 kids, 3 different baby moms. Obviously, you're not committed to a person, but you're special, though. You're the fourth girlfriend, baby mom, maybe. Then he tells you, oh, I had sex with 150 women. Oh, but you are special, right? That's what you think, because that's probably what he's telling you or giving you the signs, because he's not physically telling you, like, I just want you for the evening, the night, the whatever. He just doing what a man do. So a man in that tax bracket, that atmosphere, that doing what a man does, thinking you there because you're interested in the fancy, shiny things. And he's expecting something in return. You want this gold? You want this watch? What you gonna do for it, honey? And then y'all wonder why women are so independent. The vicious cycle of this topic that goes around in circles and circles and circles. Because we are not talking to listen. We're talking just to hear ourselves talk, because you think in your mind, you're right. You can't imagine the memes and the videos that people be sending me, because they want me to talk about these topics. And that's why I love the people. I love my friends. I love the people that be watching this show and really into this show, because they give me positive feedback, positive messages. They want me to talk about this. They want me to talk about that. And I'm like, I'm here for it. Whatever you want to talk about, if it's a deep conversation, I'm here 100,000%. I'm here to listen and to talk about it. And you're welcome to join in if you like. But it was one video somebody sent me. Let me go to it so you get a better understanding of what I'm talking about. So it's this incident with this girl who, let me just play.
Found a question, ladies and germs. So actually it's it is a question. Sorry, Renee, my girlfriend of 4 years, told the cops that my drugs were hers. She did the time for me. I thought the judge would be lenient because she didn't have a record. Nope. She received 2 years in prison and lost her job. I visited her twice, but the ride to the prison was too long and I met someone else. I don't accept her prison calls, but I replied to her letters. She's getting released in August and expects to come back to her apartment. The landlord let me renew the lease in my name due to the circumstances, and I've been paying rent. Damn. But my new girlfriend is pregnant and stays with me. I told my girlfriend that Renee died when we first hooked up. So she's been wearing Renee's clothes as well. He didn't do anything right. How to fix things with my girlfriend when Renee returns. How
do you fix what? How do you fix the what? Listen, can you tell these people black? But let me not say that. But yeah, it was black couple. Listen, folks, the toxicness has to stop somewhere. We got to learn and we got to educate. That's the only way we're going to learn and gain knowledge, because no one's ignorant. We just honestly do not know. We don't. And that's why I have different people on my show, like a Chris or a Fame Black and whoever else that comes on my show in the future. You need different points of views, guys, because people are not going to think the way you think. And you should be able to obtain knowledge from all over. That's how you learn. that this person is a shit person. Why am I going to a man who tells me he has sex with 150 people plus, but I think I'm special? He has 3 different baby moms and 4 kids, but I think my kid is going to be the greatest kid of all of those other kids and all those other baby moms. The pattern is going to continue because nobody learns their lesson, and it's just a vicious cycle. That's why people be toxic, because no one's telling you to your face, you're toxic. You need to stop. And no one's perfect at all. Who is perfect? They just found cocaine in the White House, guys. Like, come on now. Trump is probably, maybe not, be arrested. Come on now. No one in this world is perfect. Please stop. Stop thinking criminals are the real criminals. Sometimes it's the judges. Sometimes it's the lawyers. Sometimes it's the prosecutors that are the real criminals. They just don't get caught. Okay, Carlee Russell? Because they know how to not get caught. And you know how they know that? Because they learned it. Ignorance is bliss. Knowledge is power. So this is why I have my show, for knowledge purposes. Not to degrade no one, not to put down nobody, not to do none of that. It's to educate, to have open conversations. That's why I keep telling people, you're more than welcome to speak your case. I am not the judge, prosecutor, or the jury. You say your opinion, I'm all ears. Now, as long as it's respectful. When it's disrespectful, that's when I get disrespectful. But it's nothing wrong having dialogue back and forth. So just know that, guys. Carlee Russell, shame on you. Because there are actual victims out here. Thank you, guys, for tuning in for tonight. I appreciate everyone that joined in. And like I said, my inbox is always open. Y'all are more than welcome to come on the show, to inbox me comments, questions, whatever topics you want me to talk about. Please let me know. Thanks. And I love everyone. I appreciate the positivity and the support. I appreciate it all. Thank you so much. It gives me life and joy to be here with y'all. Thank you guys again. Please like, follow, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Silly_Weaver. And I see y'all next time.